How should NIO, and in particular NIO Investor Relations, communicate? In this video, I want to invite you to a discussion. I'm actually responding to one of our YouTube commenters here, and I thought I'd open the discussion here with this video to everyone in the comment section. And if you're new to this channel, by the way, here we cover Chinese stocks, and a very big focus is on the EV industry and NIO in particular. So Chinese companies do seem to have a PR issue, or one could say China in general has a PR issue. They're not very well at communicating what they're doing great. And there's of course lots of bad stuff happening around China. And do Chinese companies or China together communicate or respond to that accurately from a Western standpoint? Of course, that is. Well, let's dive into this comment for a bit, and then I'll give you a couple of things to think about. So first of all, the comment reads, "Love your videos, Masa. Have been following for a long time. 100% agree with what you said." That was basically about the video which I've done, in which NIO just came out and refuted the rumors that there might be a partnership between Mercedes-Benz and NIO, or at least that there's certainly no deal to announce as of now. That's the interpretation. You know, if you watch the video, my takeaway is that this refutal basically means nothing, and I think there is still partnership talks going on in the background, or maybe even in the final stages, who knows. Now here, but I am probably more harsh when it comes to NIO. To me, the management team is a bunch of clueless clowns when it comes to the stock market. Well, I've been also quite vocal in a couple of videos in the past that they are not really, let's frame it positively, they're not using the stock market to their advantage. I made a critical tweet about, for example, the last fundraising that they did with the Abu Dhabi deal at recent all-time lows. I'm not very happy about that, to be honest, and I agree with that. I think they're not very smart yet around the potential of the stock market and NIO stock. Well, let's go on. I totally agree that NIO wants to focus on the business, and I don't want to speculate too much, which is a good thing in most cases, but deliberately tanking the stock price to make themselves look honest is just beyond stupid. If they don't know how this game works, or if they don't want to play this game, fine, just don't go public. It's that simple. And then a list of peculiar moves by NIO. First, they rarely put any positive news on NIO on their own website, for example, winning some awards. Second, they will be the first to confirm negative rumors. Third, they again stopped the positive momentum by being honest for the 50th time. I can really read the anger here by this person. Fourth, once they canceled their ER meeting, so this is an early follower here, by the way. I've been invested in NIO stock back then when they have really cancelled the earnings report last minute, and the stock price, I think that day tanked 25%. If you haven't been invested in NIO back then really you don't know what volatility and crazy investors communication means. That day was really terrible, to be honest. And fifth, they won cases against people who have been smearing NIO. I've been reporting about this on the channel, but there's no announcement on the website. So bottom line is, he loves the products, he's a big investor in the company, but, well, if Elon Musk is on one side on pumping the stock, then NIO's on the other side and actually talking it down. Now, I want to kind of highlight both sides. As I mentioned before, I've been kind of vocal about that NIO is maybe not the smartest company when it comes on utilizing the stock market to their advantage. That's mainly based on the way how they communicated goals in the past, and then how they did not manage to meet them, or also, you know, raising just at recent lows. I think that isn't a great sign, to be honest. On the other hand, I also don't want to get NIO to go out and be, you know, promising false stuff, hyping up things. And the other day I read a really smart interpretation as well, which said, like, it's actually a smart thing to do, that NIO is very silent about what they're doing. And I think that's a very Chinese thing, just to keep the heads down and keeping focus on executing. You know, it's certainly not the role of the management to manage daily fluctuations in the stock price. However, as I pointed out here on the channel, I do think that NIO stock is targeted and really under attack. I mean, there's really public public news around this, right? There are investors going out and saying, look, I'm betting against NIO stock. I'm betting it to go to $5 or something like this. So this is not a conspiracy theory or something like this. And the fact that NIO doesn't really deal with that, or also being a little bit smart around it, I think it's worthwhile to think about and criticizing. On the other hand, yeah, being silent around it is also a smart move maybe, and giving less ways of how people can attack the company, less way how competitors know about what NIO is up to. That's certainly a point. Still, on my behalf, just having this YouTube channel, being invested in a company, what I personally would like to see is more on the factual side, like a couple of KPIs to track more easily, a couple better communications around this, some more metrics that are relevant to investors that can be communicated, maybe not even by NIO itself in a pushy, aggressive marketing style going outward, but still in a way how we can pick it up and better define the value of this company. That's what I'm thinking about. So I think with NIO being a user-centric company, and they are clearly listening and watching what's going on in the comments sections and so on. And of course, there will be backlashes, and some people, may well even criticizing me for speaking about this topic. But still, I think that's one of the advantages of NIO, that this is not a company that's kind of working in a silo. They are focused on their users that's the key KPI, that's the NIO owners of the cars and so on. But I think there is way to argue that it's not only the users, it should also be the investors. And frankly, the NIO user trust, this is a legal device already today, which most of the companies don't have, and they have shares in this trust. And this already shows that it should be also up high on the agenda on NIO. And so I think they're possibly going to also a learning process and working with it. And I think we are part of this community and should frame the discussion around it. And so this is what this video is all about, having a discussion down here in the comment section. I hope you appreciate it. Please don't roast me in the comments. I'm happy with any discussions though. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.